I think the 5 top issues facing Prince George is to pay down the city's debt, for one thing, and to make administration more accountable. And we've got to start separating the needs from the wants. Like when people smoke, do they need to smoke or they want to smoke? They certainly don't need to. So we don't need to waste money like we have been. And I want to clean up the air, or try. Like the environmental ministry can make the rules, and I'm sure that mayor and council can enforce the bylaws so that the rules are paid attention to. And the last one is, like, well, it goes back to the complacency. Like, I want to start pulling people out of the trough. I mean, it's bad enough being in there with 1 foot, but there's some people down there that have got both feet in there. So that's got to stop. Like, I wouldn't take a dime that I didn't earn. And I don't see why those people should be double dipping.
The top 5 issues facing the city of Prince George obviously are the basics and essentials of municipalities to take care of. Road quality, which a lot of people are having a lot of problems with in Prince George. Things like the downtown core, revitalization, people that are homeless, and another group of people, I'll make a third, the drug users and people committing crimes in the downtown core, as well as gang violence around the city of Prince George, not just in the downtown, but in the VLA, College Heights, the Heart, and other areas, as well as probably number 5 top issue for me would be getting in the youth interested in politics and making sure that their voices are heard. All too often, the decisions made by City Council within the last 18 years that I've been alive and been paying attention have not always been in the greatest benefit of the city. So hopefully by me running for mayor, I will either entice whoever does win, or I myself will be able to represent you people.
Focusing on better roads, getting back to basics. Number 1, better roads, better air, and better business, better downtown. So those are the top 4 priorities in my campaign. But it's also the 5th one that I think that needs to be out there, and that's stronger and better fiscal management to get our taxes under control so that we have the framework in which we can deal with those other 4 priorities. And that's why, in part of my platform that I've written, that we get our taxes under control, tie it at least over the 3-year time period to the rate of inflation, and that will provide the fiscal framework that we can responsibly move forward on those 4 other priorities. With that said, just to expand a bit on each of those 4 priorities, when I talk about better roads, I'm also talking about better infrastructure. That means better sidewalks, better cycle network, better transportation network, trail network, etc. That will help people get around, get out of their vehicles, and in the longer term also help address air quality. When I talk about better air, I'm also talking in my platform about better involvement on those environmental issues, like providing more education so that we can reduce our water consumption and our energy consumption. We can do a lot more on the solid waste side. It's time to get on with the curbside recycling program and look at more of those initiatives under that better air. The better business is about improving the investment climate and in diversifying and growing our economy, working with business, with labor, with all of the groups that are out there to help diversify our economy and strengthen our economy, but also means doing better business at City Hall so that we do a much better job engaging the community about the projects and the priorities that we have. The better downtown is clearly something that we need to move on and make much more progress than we've had in the past. We've had some successes, but we chase our tail a little bit, and we have to continually work on improving downtown.
Jobs, the economy, environment, downtown, and generally speaking, it would be public safety and crime reduction, or organized crime suppression, gang crime suppression.